Si recordáis del capítulo anterior, habíamos llegado nuevos a esta ciudad minera, bueno, controlada por un estado, minera no, pero sí es una especie de ciudad controlada por una gran empresa y al parecer las ciudades están todas controladas por la misma empresa. Y habíamos hecho varias misiones, entre ellas una de que teníamos que recolectar dineros y también tenemos que buscar una pieza para nuestra nave, que parece ser que está aquí. La pieza que nos hace falta.
Hey, Holcomb, I'm playing this new lesson. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still... Seems we've got a guest.
Pues sí,
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Debe ser el jefe.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Me parece que transformar una idea colocada sobre mí, no trabajo para darme espacial.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
No necesito reparar mi nave.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Déjame ayudar a adivinarlo. Antes de ayudarme, quieres que haga algo por ti.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste.
Está prácticamente abandonado. ¿Qué has querido decir?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Dime qué tengo que hacer. Qué sorpresa, jamás lo habría dicho.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Cobro por cabeza.
Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Vale, Red, veré qué puedo hacer para ayudarte. ¿Cómo reconoceré?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
No puedo prometerte nada.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is
Nuestro primer
talented
compañero.
and may prove useful to you.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Vale, los ayudantes pues eso, pueden llevar cargas, ayudan en combate, esas cosas.
Sure, on my way.
¡Hostias!
Here goes nothing.
Nos hemos liado un poquito, ¿no? Ya que estamos, vamos a verlo.
Nice one.
Te lo has
You just
cargado.
killed him.
¿A quién?
A favor? You just made me an accomplice to murdering my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
Red te trataba fatal. Yo solo quería protegerte.
You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale and
Lo haría un poco, en verdad. Porque sinceramente no era lo que quería.
Coming.
A ver, mensajes de la junta directiva. De todos modos, el tío está claro que era un cabronazo. En el supuesto de mi muerte. Bueno. Madre mía, pues le hemos liado un poco.
Where are we headed?
Vamos a subir de nivel. El liderazgo también. El reto de pirateo. Es que tú vas a dar mecha. Ese siempre viene. que el pueblo no se dé mucho, no se fije mucho de lo que hemos hecho.
Huh? That's odd. Better take a look.
Incoming!
Open fire! Please! I don't want to die!
Eso es muy guapo este vista.
I'm going!
Bueno, ya que estamos,
Heading out! Leave him to me! Can't get past that armor!
no quería llegar realmente a este punto. Me habéis obligado, cabrones. Pacificadora. Madre mía, la que hemos liado. Bueno, sí. Tranquilo, no voy a robarte. Digo, matarte.
What do you think you're doing?
¿Qué te crees que estás haciendo? Te pagaré 106 bits para que mires hacia otro lado.
You
Incoming!
know, you made a real generous argument.
No lo mates. Pues sí, aquí es donde ya estuvimos.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Desactivar.
Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything.
A ver si puedo vender ya. Sí, eso.
Okay, here we go!
Pero las escopetas de este juego son una bestia. ¿Combate de qué? Venga, coño. Robofobia. experiencia con compañeros.
Where are we headed?
Pero es que no sé cómo se hace también para que el cargue. No me lo pone. Va, sobra.
So, sure.
Pero que lo suministro. Hala, no por culo.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
Ampliar la puerta. Código. Registros personales.
Yeah, huh?
No me deja otra opción, no sé, yo quiero darle cosas.
Eyes up!
Lo dicho, las escopetas son una peste.
Everyone all right? There's two more. What'll
Joder,
happen
si
to
están todos
Mr.
muertos.
David? Get ready!
¿Qué leches? Hay un pavo ahí. O por aquí, no sé.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Got it. Inside voices.
¡Cámara, coño! Lo típico. Ayúdame, coño.
Got 'em all.
Hala, válvulas desactivadas. Válvulas de fotocopiadoras desactivadas.
Want to go.
Processing data.
Here we go!
Es que a larga distancia está claro que esta no es una red. Es mala. Mátalo.
Let's go!
No lo ha reventado. Muere, muere. Hombre.
The last.
Bueno, pues ahora habrá que volver. Me llevo esto. A la mierda, voy a activar el Arquimedes. Frontemar al laboratorio. ¿Qué te parece?
I can't stop thinking of Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters aren't going to be alright now they got power, but...
Bueno, está superada a mi manera. Diálogo siempre y a distancia. ¿Otra vez? No corras, que es peor. No, no. Voy a convertir a este en un pueblo fantasma. No sois tan vengativos, hombre. Os lo estáis tomando demasiado personal todo. Eso, a por ellos. ¿Qué tal, hombre? Yo no tengo la culpa. No, a mí déjame. Estáis llevando esto a una situación demasiado personal. Philip, no quiero hacerte daño. Eres un buen tío, me ayudaste.
Something's not right. What?
Ahora, señores, me perdonan, tengo que irme. No me has dejado aquí en medio. No quería hacer esto.
Is this your ship? Oh, my stars, she is just so handsome.
¿Qué es vuestro nombre?
Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Los desertores se fueron de frente, más nada te impide hacer lo mismo.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
Válvulas de fotocopiadoras.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back.
Especialmente ahora que está muerto.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I never got along with Mr. Thompson, but I don't think he deserved to die. He tried to do his best.
El valle está muerto sin él.
I don't know about that. Mr. Thompson wasn't an evil man. He wasn't given to violence. Though if Miss McDevitt were here, I had my misgivings about Miss McDevitt and the deserters, but you took pity on them and sent power to their garden even though you knew Mr. Thompson would hate you for it. All this time, you've been determined to get your regulator back, get your ship up and running, and...
Elige el camarote que quieras.
Yes! I mean, Captain, I can call you...
Sí. A ver, vamos a ir al
Captain,
espacio.
I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain?
Tengo un regulador de
Do
corriente.
you know how to install a power regulator?
Se lo dejo.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable
No
in
puedo.
the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Hala, vámonos de esta... Uy, de esta ciudad de mierda.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Vale,
All
instalado.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Larguémonos de aquí.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Cogerán feas. Puedo ralentizar el tiempo.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Vale, ir a hablar con Gladys. ¿Por qué necesitas la navegación para utilizar un plan? O podría poner un par de años luz entre Alcim y yo.
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the hope.
Vale, ir a hablar con Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Le daré buen uso. Un sudario.
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see. But, very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Le daré buen uso. Espera, no entiendo que esa cosa tiene que
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to note.
No puedo robar un uniforme o algo así.
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face.
¿Qué cojones van a endulzarte el aliento un holograma?
Science, that's how.
Le daré buen uso.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to step. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promise. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't...
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Vale. No, aquí. Un segundo. Bueno, de momento tenemos que cortar aquí, chicos, pero volveré enseguida. Así que no os vayáis muy lejos, que enseguida estaremos. Vale, hasta luego.